what we are seeing is the initial phase of AI is going to enable the workforce to be more productive, but also be able to drive the boundaries of creativity, our ability to actually do multiple things at the same time.
And we've really noticed that where people have struggled to even just play or test the technology, we've given them a very simple 3 buckets to think about things. How are you looking at AI for growth? How are you looking at AI for efficiencies? And then how are you looking at AI for the future?
First, it's creating some immediate opportunity just in advertising. There's a lot of new AI companies that are advertising. You've got a lot of professional services companies advertising, touting their AI capabilities. So there's a bit of an ad boom coming from AI.
I'll go for performance.
Okay.
So most people don't know, every 300 miles, you should basically replace your shoes. So we're now actually using some fun AI models to showcase when you should be replacing your shoes, and then we'll be sending you out an email saying, all right, you bought this on in a size 12. Here are all the new ons, or the old one that you actually purchased in a size 12 that's ready for you. You should probably be replacing your shoes, and then creating that great flywheel.
Yep.
And so for me, things like that about kind of solving a customer problem is really important.
We should be learning from that, and we should be building off of that, and not just jumping to what is AI going to solve for me today. Because AI is not going to make you a fantastic marketer if you don't understand the basics. And so, what's your value prop? What's the insight you're driving? How do you create, tension, creative tension in your content? Those are the types of things that, as a marketer, I'd really be focusing on right now. And then using AI to supercharge that.
Really, do people feel like they can find themselves in the different subreddits? Are they feeling safe to express themselves in those subreddits? And that's where investments in AI have really helped, right? Because as you start thinking about my challenge as an insights person, I'm sitting on 16 billion posts and comments, right, that are getting added to literally every second of every day. There's no way humans can keep up to make sure all the content on there is right. All the content on there is safe. All the content on there is not bullying, harassing, etc. That's where AI can help. And I think the AI power that we've given to our human moderators, who also add a layer of that, it's enhanced the safety of the platform. And we have to stay true to keeping the platform safe.
And the last thing I'll call out from an innovation standpoint is some things we're doing from a data science and measurement perspective, thinking about how we better utilize big data and machine learning to better power the media we're placing on behalf of our advertisers, and thinking about how we give them more robust measurement capabilities to understand the outcomes that we're delivering.
So that is a really important area as far as on-device AI that Qualcomm helps to enable. And there are 2 specific use cases that I would talk about our technology bringing that to life. One is something that's actually launching tomorrow across the PC ecosystem, and that is Qualcomm is enabling on-device AI through the PCs and through Microsoft Copilot as the exclusive Copilot Plus enabler.
We have started to use AI more for creative optimization and ensuring dynamic the creative is dynamically personalized for the end user. And one of the other areas where we increasingly invested in AI, and this is also part of the Roku Exchange capability, is the ability to dynamically personalize the ad load and the ad policies by users. So how many ads does a user see? How often do we see it? What are the creatives, the length of the creatives? So all of that can be very dynamic based on the engagement that the user will offer to that piece of content. And so we have invested in making our ad policies as dynamic and as personalized as possible.
And a lot of people ask me, why growth first and why not efficiencies first? Because that's the low-hanging fruit. I said, but if you're doing efficiencies, but you're not figuring out where you're going to apply those efficiencies for growth, kind of doesn't really make sense, right? And especially when you think about creatives and the advertising agency, it's always been about growth. Whether it's the growth of the creativity, growth of talent, growth of, hyper-personalization, things like that. If you start with growth and you start with the end experience in mind, you can then go back and go, what data sets do I need? Who are the personas that need to be engaged?